Hey guys, welcome to the official Compounder Live. This is episode 6, June 2025. So, just to let everybody know, we are live. We are trading with real money. So, as a matter of fact, I actually need to add something onto the next slide, but I'll do that after. But yeah, so June 30th is gone. So basically, June is done. I could have waited until the weekend, but you know what? Like today is done. I just want to get um June out of the way, because it's July now. We've got good news and we've got bad news as always. Again, I know we are live, but I'm still in the process of like optimizing myself or something like that, I think that's the best way to put it. So yeah, let's just jump straight into it. So with June, two things have happened. So my equity, I forgot to add. So equity now is, well, it was 7 grand. I think I put 7,000 to be precise, did I? Yeah. Hold on. So, oh shit, there's May as well. So let's go June. Oh yeah, by the way, my Instagram, X, Twitter is ocompounder. So please give us a follow if you want. Well, I'm saying please, if you guys want to do it, you guys can do it. If not, like there's no biggie. So yeah, so back to trading. So June we had 6 trades. Just to confirm, equity now is 7,800. I did put in extra money in because of one reason, and that is because my risk to reward has changed. So if going back to last month, if you saw the last video, we were struggling like really, really badly, and I had to change something, like, well, okay. I had to, it's not that I had to change something, but it was, could I change something, and then I found it, like I was trying to look for like other strategies, but then it turned out that in fact, if I just adjusted my risk to reward slightly, um, my results came out better. Well, I mean less. Well, the returns were less, of course, because I decreased my um, risk to reward. But the good thing is, pardon me, the problem. The good thing is, I lost less money. My win rate went up, especially. So that's good. So I'm averaging. So my risk to reward is 2.5. So I risk $1 to make £2.50. £2. Got the currency is wrong there. Two $2.50. I'm not American, I'm British. Yeah, and yeah, so I've got a good solid 10 years. I've also added another year, so that's 2017. I also did 15 and 16 um backdating. I was just like, you know what, fuck it, let's just check it. And it turns out 15 and 16, it was really, really, it didn't basically with 15 and 16, because of volatility back then, volatility wasn't great, so um my strategy would work, but only with a 1 to 2 risk. But even with that, yeah, I was break even. But to be fair, 27 up enough data from 2017. Markets have changed drastically. More money is coming in, so of course, yeah, I will monitor that. Like just to let you know that I have noticed that. So with this trading strategy, I know, so I've got like clauses. So I know now that if I go 2 years without making money, there's something wrong with the strategy. And now I also know that, so at the start of the year, if I'm net -5, it's basically survival year. So I'm gonna carry on with that. So if I hit net -5, basically what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna decrease my percentage, my risk down. For example, I'm at the moment I'm risking, sometimes it's 10, sometimes it's 5. I'm always gonna do 5 at the moment. I'm doing 10 because I want to aggressively try to at least upgrade my account. And but when I do hit -5, I jump down to 1, and it's basically a net -5 is basically just me saying that, or my system telling me that, you know what, lose the least amount of money this year, because a -5 is, it's very rare. We have had it on 2 occasions, which I will show you. But yeah, see, so with my trading strategy, I've got like these safe clauses. Like I used the analogy of a car last time. If the car comes up with like lights on its dashboard, and of course the car goes into limp mode, and that's what I want in my strategy as well. I want to see if like these variables pop up, then basically, yeah, it's basically a survival year, so that's good. So that I've implemented that. Just to let everybody know that I don't revenge trade. Like today, I sat through good. I wake up. Well, I missed it. I mean, let's just jump into this. So yeah, so we had six trades. We had four losses. Surprisingly, we managed to take all the four losses, and we had two wins, but I missed one. And was called. So basically, what happened was I lost three trading days in a row, so the only maximum is just one trade. And what basically happened was I lost three, and then I just like started sleeping, and I didn't take it seriously. But now, ever since I missed that trade for 2 weeks straight now, so I took this trade like this trade was a winner. I don't know what was it. It was this one that I missed, so that was the 12th of June. Yeah, and then after that day, I've just been every single day. I've just been at the office like boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've just been waking up at 8 o'clock. Fuck it, time to take it seriously now. So yeah, so technically we should have been in profit this month, but we're not. And also now that my account is 7,800, if we go on to this, because it's 7,800, just borderline this, we are risking £400. So if we go on to all history current month, so there, so we had negative 563. We would have actually been in profit this month by 400 quid, but again, look, I want to trade thousand. I know I've lost like others, but I wasn't consistent enough. But ever since now, I've been pretty consistent. It's just about keeping it up. It's just me processing through my head that, oh, like no matter what you do, just don't fucking quit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So technically, it was a profitable month, but it was an unsuccessful month because again, I missed a trade. I shouldn't have missed that trade, and this is the problem with my strategy. Is the problem with my strategy is, yeah, I have to, when there is a trade, I need to fucking take it. And this is the problem. This is with consistency, you know. So yeah, I won't be inputting any more money in after this. I probably will, like, so the next time I'll probably put money is if I have a batch of sorry, if I have 8 grand. So if I have another 8 grand saved up or whatsoever, then I'll probably implement that. But I'm only implementing it in batches. On there's no point putting 2 grand in because it's the same. If I want to put in another, I'll put in what I'll do is I'll put in another 8 grand so that I can start risking 1,600. That's how I'm gonna do it. So yeah, so as you can see here, with the 2.5% risk reward, we actually have a 39% win rate. So this is over 558 trades. This is since 2017, so that's 3, 5, so that's 8 years, including this year. So everything's going well. I remember in my previous video, this was really, really bad. But again, moving it from 2.5 1 to 2.5 risk reward, it was actually even better. So I think it's better. At the end of the day, you know what we got. Um, like a 1 to 2.8, that's what I used to do last time, and it, like, the returns were amazing. But the problem is, like, it went through very bad periods. Like, there were trades where I managed to get, like, what I realized was, like, there were trades where 2.1 to 2.5 was like hit, and then it would just rebound. Then it would just rebound onto the other way. And for me, like 2.5, I checked it. A 2.5 with a 39% win rate. With a 2.5, 1 to 2.5 risk to reward, yeah, you really only need like a 34% win rate or something like that. And I'm hitting 39. I average 36, 35. I'll say 43 there, 37, 38, 43, 41, 32. That was 2020. 2023 has been my worst month, just to let you know. Or worst month, worst year. And 43% in 2017. Yeah, so this is much better. Also, with the 2.5 risk to reward, I tend to get more. I tend to win more trades in a row. It hasn't. Nah, it has. It's changed it a lot. Like, it's much better for me as well. Like, the truth is, if I was in that trade, I would have been a profitable month, and then it would have been good. I know it's only 1%, but we've managed to have our first losing quarter of the year. And it's a good experience. You know. was cool because you can't win everything, you know, and you got to process those emotions, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm handling it pretty well, you know. Also, my last quarter, I didn't really optimize it enough, you know. So again, you know, like the edge, well, my strategy, I'm saying edge, but my edge, it's slowly smoothing itself out, and that's basically what I want. So yeah, so here, as you can see, I know it says net negative 50, but I'm gonna do this right now. So if it's less than, so when I mean less than negative 5, I mean starting from here. So as you can see, like over here. Yeah, so can you see this year was fine. Like these red months mean from a negative month, yeah, I make less than 5%. So as you can see here down there, see, then it stops. Yeah. So 2025 we haven't hit negative 5, which is good. 2018 we didn't hit negative 5, 2019 we didn't hit negative 5, 2020 we didn't hit negative 5, 2021 we didn't hit negative 5, 2022, 2023 we did. So for example, watch if I go like this. So if we start from, I mean, yeah, we're gonna start from here. So if you have a look down here, so once it hits that -7, we hit. So basically, when I hit -5, that I would have reduced whatever risk I'm doing down to 1%, and this basically year would have been sorry, this year would have basically been an unprofitable year, you know. So out of 8 years, one unprofitable year, you know. So for me, it's okay at 2.5 risk to reward with 39%. I'm quite happy with that. You know, I'm quite happy with the results I'm seeing right now. April was just an awful year. Historically speaking, when you look at it, I tend to only have one bad quarter a year, but I don't want to jinx myself. No, watch, I just jinx myself. I'm telling you. Next quarter, yeah, it's going to be a. In fact, is this the end of the quarter? Yeah, but actually gonna have we'll have a quarter review as well. So yeah, so that was this month, and yeah, damn, I should have done. So how much have we made this quarter? Let me just check. So first of when was it? This is May, right? No, April. Yeah. I mean, you're gonna see this, and you're gonna see there's a lot of work to do. Yeah, negative 2,388. Again, we probably should have been one negative 1,388, but this is considering two factors, two variables. A, me not being at the desk, but I'm clamping down on that, you know. And two, before my risk was 1 to 2.8, you know, and it was called in April, changing it, I would have won. Where's April? I would have won one because in April I didn't win one at all, but yeah, in April, that one there would have been a winner. So that's why I remember this one here was, um, it was like 6 or something like that, or 2.5. So 7, it was -7, yeah, or something like that. I don't know, I can't remember. If you want to have a look, just have a look at my other video. So yeah, interesting um quarter, interesting month. A lot of changes made, you know, like of course, like I don't think demo cuts it. I'll be honest with you. You know, of course I'm in no position to tell you, no, but if I ever do become successful, like I don't need to say this again, but demo just doesn't work, you know, because trading's not really about, I mean, it is about an edge, but it's about dealing with emotions, and that is the most, and it's dealing with losing, you know, and you don't, the truth is when you lose on demo, you don't care, you know, what's called, there's a lot of stuff that I have managed to, like, um, what should I say, like, there's some stuff that I've managed to like get over, like revenge trading, um, oversizing. You know, I know I tried strategy hopping once, but at the end of the day, I didn't. But then you just do little tweaks. But another one that I'm trying to sort out is just being at the desk every single day. So at the moment, yeah, things are going well because ever since that day we've lost one and we won one. Yeah, but the problem is what happens when I lose four in a row or five in a row. You know, because then that's when it starts getting really difficult. You know, that's when you just gotta be like, fuck it, just don't quit. You know. So yeah, we're now into July. I know I'm not gonna. There's no point looking at this because this doesn't really mean shit. But July historically is a green month. Um, June wasn't really a great month historically, you know. So July, but that's the thing. The problem with my strategy is I've got to be at the desk every single day, you know. So, but that's what I'm trying to like sort out, you know. It was cool. Look, it's either gonna work or it won't work, you know. But I'm pretty confident in it now. This changing my risk to reward is much better than the 2.8. Even though the 2.8 it gave better shit, you know. So yeah, so I'm gonna end it here. As a matter of fact, we are still red here because, of course, if we go down here, see, look, this is how I do it. So we're there. That's 2.5. So that's been red. But if we're gonna start from here, then so we're at the moment at 2. So technically, we're still less than 5. So when it's less than 5, I basically say I haven't made any money. You know. So we're still in red. This was a losing quarter. You know, the truth is, there's nothing we can do about it. You know, like there's nothing I can do about it. You know, it's gotta be. It's like a science experiment. You know, it was cool. You need fixed variables, and this is what needs to be done. You know, I think, sorry to be honest with you, I think what really screwed us over was the crash in April. If we minus that, then we would have been perfect. But I've noticed, well, maybe I could consider in the future that, oh, when there is a crash, I'll lower down my returns. You know, but I've noticed that with 2020, the same thing happened. Of course, COVID. You know, so maybe reduce risk. Because then a little later the year, it became even better. So yeah, learning new, of course. Next month is gonna there's gonna be another month. I don't know. Probably the next two quarters. This could probably be a losing year. You know, next month could be a losing year. August could be a losing year. September, October, November, December could be a losing month. You know, and we'll just see where it goes. But if I don't make profit in 2 years, if I'm net negative, then obviously there's something wrong, and that's my that'll be my line. Yeah, so this is the official Compounder Live. This is episode 6, June recap, and also this was Q2 recap. Q2's done. So yeah, this is real money. We are live. Nothing fancy. You know, this is just hardcore trading. Yeah, my Instagram, X, Twitter is O Compounder, so Orangutan Compounder. So please like, subscribe if you want. You know, that'd be truly appreciated. And yeah, peace out.